fine. There's no problems with both the visuals or audio. I know I've had problems in the past. There've been some weird stuff going on. I might have to hold off on some of my read-alongs, by the way, only because of not only my microphone and my some of the things that have been going wrong lately, but also it will only be a brief time. There's a lot to do, a lot to catch up on, and hopefully I can get it done soon. There's just been a lot going on, and hopefully I will get to that once again very soon. But I want to talk about some of my favorite bad movies. So I want to get out few honorable mentions. So Batman and Robin, Batman Forever, they're so bad. They're fun. I love Arnold's role and I love Jim Carrey's role. They're very fun. Even if I don't think they're true to the characters, I think they do a good enough job. Um, just being really corny, hammy, and fun. How they play the roles. And then I love a lot of the sequels to other movies like TMNT 2. I love the Ghostbusters and Home Alone sequels. Those are movies I'll watch a lot, but I don't think they're good, necessarily great movies. They definitely have their problems, but I do think that they're fun movies, and a lot of people have enjoyed them greatly over the years. So let's get into some actually bad ones. I think I only have 4 to talk about. We're not going to talk about The Room, even though it's very quotable in the same way the first Resident Evil game is. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. I have DVDs of most of these videos. I want to mention a movie that's not bad, but I think is somewhat underrated, and I would love to see more people talk about this movie, but I think The Dark Man is a brilliant movie. It's got one of my favorite endings, if you know what I mean by the character and or actor. Liam Neeson does a great job, and it's been one of my favorite movies that I think even influenced the Hush character in Batman, and it had to have been. But I absolutely love that movie. One of my favorite anti-hero movies with great prosthetics. Just really cool. Just great makeup design and all that. And it's a dark, disgusting looking movie, but I love it. It's kind of like Batman Returns. I love that movie. I actually like that more than the '89 Batman movie. Don't tell anyone. But yeah, I love those movies so much. The Dark Man sequels aren't very good though. I also think that Willow is a fantastic movie that should get more talk of the town. I think they are becoming more cult classic and like styled in the same way like Blade Runner and even The Thing have. Like those movies, I love The Thing. But let's talk about some actual movie. I also want to mention the 2007 Animated Tmnt movie because I think that movie is really good. I really like the TMNT animated movie. I have a lot of fun with it. One of my favorite sequences to watch is the fight scene between Raphael and Leonardo, not Donatello. I love that. Raphael's my favorite character. I mean, none of my friends have ever liked Leonardo. I don't know a single friend who likes Leonardo. They always say like Donatello or Michelangelo, even Raphael is like, Leonardo, the boring leader type that we've seen and everything. But I still think it's a great movie. I think all the characters are great, and I do still like Leonardo, even if he's not my like least favorite of the characters. I better feed the animals actually. But the first movie I want to actually talk about that's bad, let's talk about the freaking Spawn movie. I think this movie's so bad it's good kind of thing. I love the costumes, the makeup is really good. I think some effects work, like the Violator creature at some points doesn't look bad, and I do like the transformation into the bike that Spawn rides. Oh, you have some. What are you hurt? Yeah, several of my golems have been hurt for some reason. But I have a lot of fun with that movie. I love the prosthetic, the designs, the makeup, and all that. I keep using prosthetics, even though I don't think that's accurate. Um, I think it's just a really cool looking movie with when it comes to the costumes, and the performances are very fun. I think they did choose great actors for the role. I just think that maybe it's too for me for a Spawn movie, as well as I think that the effects in other places are god awful. So the effects definitely don't always work. They're some of the worst you'll see, other than Son of the Mask and Cat in the Hat. But I still think that for the most part, it's a really fun time. Like, kind of funny, bad fun. Uh, but yeah, I still enjoy it, even though it's a terrible movie, and I will never deny it. Um, next is the Daredevil movie, kind of. I do think this movie's not that great, but I do think that the funny thing is, like, the nostalgia critics point on the Batman movies, where it's like trying to be more comic booky and you can give some leeway. I think that same thing can kind of apply even to Daredevil movie to an extent. So I do have problems with his points, but I do agree with most of his other points that were on that movie. But that doesn't stop me from enjoying the hammy villain performances in the same way the Spawn movie is really over the top fun. Um, I think the costumes are bad. The performances, for the most part, work. It does feel like Daredevil, but I wouldn't say it's the best Daredevil thing we've ever seen. I think there are better Daredevil shows, even, or just Daredevil written stuff that I think are just better. So I hope to see. Let's see. Are you hurt? Um, I actually enjoyed, to a stupid extent, the the I thought performances with Colin Farrell and Duncan. Oh, I can't remember his full name. Um, I have a bad time remembering that dude's name, but he's a fantastic actor nonetheless. And both him and Colin Farrell give a excellent performance as the villains, Kingpin and Bullseye. Just really fun, over-the-top, ridiculous nonsense. And I love dark stuff, even though it's a little too dark and brooding at times. But yeah, I wanted to feed some of the animals. Come over here. But, do I have the wheat on me? I don't have the wheat on me. Let's go get the wheat. I think my next movie is going to be, the Hulk. The Eric Bana Hulk. I was in such a craze over this movie. I bought a lot of the toys. I don't have them, sadly. I think my brother does. We had these giant, like, 12-inch or so figure. I can't remember how big they were. They were big, though. Really big. Pretty much as big as, like, I have, like, a giant mega popcorn tin in the back corner of my room right now. It's probably that big because he was pretty chunky and strong, really thick. But yeah, I had like two of those figures, and I had a couple other like smaller 6-inch or so figures, 6, 7-inch figures. from the movie. And I also bought the video game for GameCube, and I had fun with it. It's very strict, and it does have its faults, but I thought it was fun, for the most part. Um, I kind of enjoy the boss battles and using some of the cheat codes at times, even. And I like that it's a kind of a cel-shaded art style. It does age somewhat, not that bad because of the art style they chose. I love Hulk Ultimate Destruction more though, but a fun game nonetheless. Strict but fun, and it makes sense for the time period that it came out at. As a movie tie-in game, there's not many great movie tie-in games, so you probably come to expect that at this point. But I enjoyed it nonetheless. I love the movie. I've always had a difficult time trying to decide if I thought this movie was amazing. I saw a recent video by Hack the Movies, I believe, on this, and I was so glad to see I wasn't the only one, because I was actually somewhat confused in my thoughts on how to feel about the movie. But, like, I actually remember liking the movie more than hating it. I enjoyed I know a nostalgia critic absolutely hates it, and I'm not going to deny some of his faults with it and such, but I enjoyed how artistic a piece it was trying to be, and that it had some good acting. I thought that it was trying to be heavy in its themes, that I liked the themes. I love the music. I don't hear anybody talk about the music of that movie. I actually think the music's great in that movie, and I would love to hear more people talk about it. Probably not too many more people, but I still think it's not that bad of a movie. Um, I think by the way, the CGI effects for the Hulk, the design of the Hulk, I even remember buying a book that went over the background making of the movie, and I thought the effects aged way better than the the next Hulk movie that actually pisses me off and I absolutely hate, because the effects and the designs were so god awful. I didn't like the characters or the story. I felt the movie was just really awful to look at and such a mess. I hated that movie. They ruined the Abomination. Just frick that movie. That movie ruined the potential of like a sequel to the Eric Bana one, because we would get way more with the Eric Bana version that we didn't with the that freaking god awful version that's part of the cinematic universe. I do think Mark Ruffalo is a better Hulk and probably works better, but I always remember Eric Bana. He was such a craze for me. He got me into his Hulk movie, Ang Lee's Hulk movie, I should say. Got me into the comic books more. That was my big reason for my craze of the Hulk at the time. Some of these torches are a little too close to one another. I should do something about that. Don't know why they're all scattered all over like this. Yeah, I enjoy the movie. I can see it being boring for some people, but I love the fight scenes. I love the effects that it doesn't need to. It's more show, don't tell kind of action. And yes, the dogs are goofy to an extent, but I think that it still works. The Hulk fighting Hulk dogs is still cool and works to the best of its extent. Um, I don't know. This is a movie that it makes it hard to decide whether I think it truly is bad, like everybody says, in the same way that I talk about Shadow the Hedgehog game. Because I think Shadow the Hedgehog game is like a satire. I think that game knows it's being over the top ridiculous. I think it's somewhat self-aware of it. Like, there's no way they went to a press meeting and took that that game concept seriously. Um, yeah, it genuinely made that game to be over the top ridiculous with its nonsense and guns and crap. I don't think they were taking that game that seriously. They couldn't have. I think that game is a self-satire to an extent of those type of emo like characters or whatever. I think it does a great job. Um, and I think it works for the most part. Ooh, my freaking controller is going all over the goddamn place. Um, yeah, I think it's a brilliant, brilliant movie. To an extent. And I do enjoy Nick Nolte's performance. I always thought Nick Nolte was a fun actor. He's really fun in the movie. I think Jennifer Connelly is alright. She's definitely better than I. I also love the actress they did choose as frickin' Arwen, um, from Lord of the Rings. The actress who plays Arwen. Um, I think she's fantastic too, but I have to go with Jennifer Connelly. I think Jennifer Connelly overall did a better job. And I don't know, I just like certain things about the Ang Lee Hulk. It had better effects that still don't look that bad today. I actually prefer them even if they're not that good. Just look they just look more the part. They look more like the Hulk, where the version we got was so freaking ugly, and the not Mark Ruffalo, but you know the Hulk movie that I'm talking about. And that movie just disappointed the crap out of me, because when I was like, oh, they're going to have a Hulk sequel, I can't wait to see Eric Bana, and then I saw that Hulk with the new design and the new actors and stuff, and I was like, what the frick happened? This is pissing me off. Like, I genuinely did not give a crap. It also, that movie actually made me lose interest in the Hulk. All because of that movie. I stopped reading the comics, and I just gave up on Hulk stuff in general. I still have a DVD of the Eric Bana Hulk, and I even have the Lou Ferrigno, Bill Bixby Hulk seasons. I still have to get more of those, though. But yeah, like, I was so freaking disappointed in that. Like, frick that movie. Especially when we got, like, Hulk Ultimate Destruction around the time, and they had a better looking freaking Abomination than what that movie had. It was, like, so disappointing. It was, frick that movie so much. That movie can burn in hell. I hate that movie. Um, Ruined my love for the other Hulk movie. But I'm going to say it here, I like that Hulk movie way better than that one. I know the Nostalgia Critic has problems with it. I should change these around, because it's kind of annoying having to go around these just to find where the honey is and crap. Yeah, like I have to go all the way around these. They're all facing different directions. I'll have to change it around. But yeah, like, those Hulk, the new Hulk movie, I just did not care about at that time. It was frickin' pissed me off. So dumb. Bad effects. Terrible actors chosen for the parts. And yes, I agree. I think that the actor playing Bruce Banner is fantastic. He's known for Fight Club, but he just was not my Bruce Banner. Mark Ruffalo was a much better choice. I do like Mark Ruffalo. He's grown on me. But other than that, my love for the Hulk series is already dead, thanks to that freaking movie. Um, but yeah, I think that's all of the bad movies I've talked about. Most of them were superhero related. I did have others, but after looking back on some of those other ones, I do genuinely not like them now and think that they're absolutely terrible. They haven't grown on me quite as well. So, yeah, I hope that we can get more, that maybe they can do, like what Hack the Movies was saying, can do a multiverse version, get Eric Bana back of the Hulk. Bring Eric Bana. Yay. Um, but yeah, I like Eric Bana. Eric Bana is an underrated actor. He's got some great stuff. I love Time Traveler's Wife, and I even know his smaller parts, like in Nemo and Finding Nemo and such. I think he's a great actor, and I hope to see more of him. I have seen him in a couple of other roles, mostly voice acting though. but I think he's in a couple of new live-action films that are coming out. I can't remember if they're coming out on a streaming service or not, or in theaters, but look at his filmography on IMDb or something and see what he's got coming up. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, share, and subscribe if you did. Leave your comments below. And tell me what your favorite bad movies are. I probably have more bad movies I could talk about, but those were the only ones I could think of for this time that I wanted to talk about. Especially since I saw that Hack the Movies video, I was like, hey, that's interesting. So that would make for interesting concept for a video I could make. Because I do want to talk about some terrible movies that I do like. So Hulk 2003. I remember even having the Mountain Dew cans, collecting one of the Mountain Dew cans from when they were advertising that movie, and even the wrapper to the Mountain Dew bottle that had the Hulk on it. Man, like, the Hulk movie was such a sensation with me and my family, because that really grew our love for the Hulk brand and characters as a whole. Just really good. Loved it. Let's feed the Let's feed the animals. Woo, this is flying around quite a bit. I don't know what's going on with this thing. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video nonetheless. And I will see you guys next time. How many grown-up cows do we have? Oh wait, we have another grown-up cow over here. I love mushrooms. They're one of my favorite animals in this game. Let's see. I think sheep are all set. There's actually, I think there's more sheep I have somewhere. Let me look for them. Got turtles in there. I gave them a little pool of water they can go into if they want. There they are. Wait. Oh, okay. He's just hard to see for some reason. There you go. It's always a goddamn... I'll just dye the sheep anyway. I got foxes over here. I think these ones I tamed. I'm not sure. Let me check. Will they run away from me? This one doesn't. These ones do, though. Yeah, those other two do. I think those ones are more wild. I got wolves all over the place, so I'll have to gather them in one place at some point. Got some ocelots. Not sure if I tamed these ocelots yet. Got some zombie horses, some skeleton horses. Got some pandas and some polar bears. I'm going to have to breed some of these animals. Got some regular horses, as you've seen too. Where does this lead again? I think this leads into my mine. Oh, it leads here. Okay. I forgot all about this. Yeah. This leads into the end. I forgot all about that. So, got an end portal. We also have another portal in somewhere. Oh yeah, that was by the bees. That's where the nether portal is. I'm gonna have to go around all of this. I do have a couple other houses in this world. We have our tree farm here. I have more saplings on me. There's my pyramid. I think I already went through the pyramid. My friend has a house on this world. There's that little hut you saw back there that was meant to be another friend's house, but it just kind of just remained a little storage hut. We have this little, like, platforming ice block path. Back, you can kind of see it right there. My friend's house. I also have a Sauron tower made entirely of obsidian back there. But I love most of the houses I made on this. I also have another house back over here that you can kind of see. That's half of the blue, half of the red stuff that you get from the nether. Can't remember a lot pinks if it's the also tinted the window with the same color. Might just be the leaves of trees in those in the nether areas. Yeah, it looks like the leaves. And the doors as well as the lights and such are all the same. Why are there so many torches like right next to each other? That doesn't need to be like that. Also did the fire the same way. There's a hole going through the roof. You can see the smoke coming through. It's kind of like a two-face house. That's more true two-face than what the nostalgia critic said in his video. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Oh, and I have that underwater place. You can kind of see, like, that was a freaking really difficult place to make. I'll have to show you this real quick. We have our little farm here of sugar cane. It's got water going through this maze of sugar cane. Yeah. This is my little underwater house. It's kind of a dock area. We got 3 docks, doors, and dogs in the boats. I'll have to find a way to get the dogs out. Got 2 iron golems. This is our roof. Then you go all the way down here. The lighting is on these tiles here that you're seeing in front of me. The very bottom of this ladder. And ta-da! Here's the underground. You can look out the windows and such. We got more villagers down here with blue beds and all the stuff they can use. Got just basically everything. Then I got my own little personal quarters right here. Where'd my cat go? Oh. Okay, well. I guess that's my cat now. But I got an iron golem. I also made it windowed the entire thing so that I can look out everywhere. Up here, got a couple of supplies up here. Don't have other stuff though. Where's the black cat? There's a black cat that used to be around here. Huh. He must have despawned or something, which sucks if that's true. Or he jumped in that lava pot. Yeah, he's cooked. Enjoy. But yeah, that's about everything. I'll have to show you the Sauron Tower and maybe the next video I make. But I hope you enjoyed this video nonetheless. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.